If you want to support the predator poachers catching the sickest both near and far, go to the pinned comment. If you're on Rumble, press the red join button to see over 30 videos early and uncensored for only $10 a month. We can't do this without your help, so join our locals.
This channel is a group of investigative journalists who make educational documentaries showcasing and educating society, especially parents and legal guardians, about potential scenarios that result from young people and adults conversating online if left unchecked. We conduct thorough interviews with consenting adults in an attempt to understand their perspective on why they partake in these conversations online with people that are not of age. The goal of the interviews in these videos and the videos themselves is to gain an understanding of the perspective of the individual being interviewed, so parents and the rest of society can be educated and aware of potential thought processes and desires of adults online to unsupervised persons not of age. These videos are not to cyberbully, harass, degrade, accuse, or threaten any individuals partaking in the interview process or in the video itself. We do not condone any of these actions. These videos are strictly educational, and we grant full permission for academia, which is any classroom setting or in scholarly papers, to show or cite our videos. To ensure that these videos are strictly used for educational purposes, we strictly adhere to YouTube's community guidelines, such as not revealing someone's personally identifiable information, in other words, PII. YouTube defines personally identifiable information as their home address, email addresses, signing credentials, phone numbers, passport number, medical records, or bank account information. We thoroughly look at and edit our videos to ensure that none of this information about any individual is shown in our videos. To ensure extra privacy for each person that is a subject of an interview in any of our videos, as of September 1st, 2022, to thoroughly comply with YouTube's harassment and bullying policy, there will be no mention or information about the last name or first name of any person interviewed in our videos. Due to potentially illegal activities discussed in our videos, law enforcement in the respective jurisdiction we conduct these interviews in is notified of each interview and video filmed by us. We are not accusing any individual interviewed of being guilty or committing a crime. That is the job of law enforcement. We are not vigilantes, and we do not condone vigilantism or vigilante behavior, such as taking the law into your own hand or not notifying law enforcement when a suspected crime takes place. We are investigative journalists. Trigger warning. Some of what can be discussed in these videos can be sensitive to some, emotional, or stressful. The only goal of these videos is to educate the public. At the end of each video, as of September 1st, 2022, there will be an educational portion at the end to discuss what was talked about in the video and to discuss what people can take from that video and learn from and tell others about. Our goal here is to bring awareness and educate the public. Now the video will start.
See if I got it. Yeah, good enough. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna call you sweetie. Babe. Babe. You going? Yeah, babe, I know. Any word at all, or? Do you hear me? Okay. Yeah, dude, it's kind of a big area back here. Yeah. Right. Okay. Baby, I know. I'm trying to make it work. I understand. No, I love you. I know. I understand. Dude, babe, I know. Hey, Charles, we need to have a conversation about what's going on, okay? Just want to have a conversation with you. Do you have any weapons on you? All right. Mind if we just go talk over there? Just away from your car for safety reasons? Okay. My name's Gordon. Sorry to meet you like this. You're a cardiologist, or you do shit with that? Well, I appreciate what you do, man. You know, my mom's had heart issues for the past 20 years, so I appreciate what you do. I just want to get this taken care of with you, okay? All right. Well, I don't want anybody over here. We should go sit under there. Air Force vet too? Appreciate your service, man. Just want to talk it out. And it's voluntary to talk to me, but, you know, we do have all the messages saved, okay? And obviously, you know, I didn't come to a cardiology place for a reason. You know, I just came here to talk to you about it, all right? Cool, man. You from LA originally, or you immigrated here? Or? Okay. Living the dream, huh? There you go. Yeah, we can just say again. I don't want the music playing too loud. I don't need like fucking romance music playing over this. It's fine. Okay. Oh. Well, my name is Gordon. My name is Gordon. All right, Charles. Sorry to meet you like this, but you're a good enough dude. I mean, you do well for the community and stuff like that. You've been kick-ass guy your whole life, community service. So I think we can just get it addressed with the conversation about what's going on. You seem like are you a pretty honest guy? Do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know, I'm not expecting like there's going to be no curveballs or no just BS. We're just going to get through this. Okay. So what would I be here for then?
I guess I'm up to some bad stuff. And
Fair enough.
Talk about that.
Okay, cool, man. So how old is Mandy? Or what did she tell you?
12.
Okay, appreciate your honesty. Who else was here with her, or at least supposed to be here with her?
My friend and her sister.
Okay, and how old were they?
11, 9.
Okay, yeah, appreciate your honesty, man. I can see why you're an Air Force guy. You know, people give the Air Force shit, but shit, I like the Air Force, yeah. But all right, so kind of do you just want to cut through the BS? Because I have all the messages here, but just cut through it. Okay. So I'm just gonna shut up, and if you're honest with me, I do work with honest people. Like I appreciate honest people. What was supposed to happen with Mandy tonight? Like what was talked about, all that type of stuff.
Just finally meet up with her, give her some presents, and just take me up.
Okay. Where were y'all supposed to go after kind of this mall area?
What's it?
Where are y'all supposed to go after the mall here?
Someone more private. So,
No, is there like another place, like the Benson Avenue thing, or?
yeah, it's the place I'm staying at now.
Okay, got it. And are you from this area? Are you from LA or?
LA.
Okay, so I'm not here to judge. Obviously, you seem like a no type of BS guy. Vietnamese?
Yeah.
Okay, dude, I worked for Vietnamese immigrants when I was a little bit younger. I know you guys are no BS. You guys just are very direct and honest about stuff. So I do want to ask straight up. There's a lot of things talked about in the chats, obviously, right? A lot of stuff. I'm not here to embarrass somebody who does well for the community. You kick ass. You do a good thing. So I'm not even going to read these since you're being honest, all right? I don't want to embarrass you. So there was some cool stuff talked about in the chats, obviously, between these three girls and you. That's pretty objective, I think. So what I want to ask about that is, was that going to be forced onto them, or is it going to be their decision to do all that stuff?
It's their decision.
Okay.
Never wanting to do anything they're not comfortable with, and just encourage them to explore themselves. You know, they're out at least fictitious selves, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's no the closest you or the farthest it would have gone in your end is just consensual activity.
If there was going to be any of that, yeah.
Okay. If they were okay with that, pretty much. Okay.
But no guarantees of anything. Yeah.
Sure.
Especially,
Just. Okay, so it was more just kind of leave it up to them. If they want to do it, they'll do it. If not. Okay, I appreciate that. That's there's a lot of people online that just want to take them, kidnap them, and they're never seen again. So I don't think you're that guy or anything. Again, there's a lot of stuff here. I don't want to read it all. I'm a college dropout. I know you're not a college dropout, but I know we both don't like reading too much. How long have you been working at that cardiology place for?
A few years now.
Okay. Did you go to school for that, or?
In a way, yes. I mean, it's all breadth of knowledge that I got throughout my college time, and it was just easy fit for me to go to that area of work.
Okay. Is it like a passion of yours? Like, do you?
Yeah, I mean, healthcare has all been a passion. I mean, I actually was supposed to be for pre-med, and but yeah, it's looking at medical work. There's many different things I could get into, but the cardiology side seemed like the cleanest.
Cleanest?
Yeah, like cleanest, not bloody, not doing anything that's gonna gross me out or anything.
Okay.
Like that. So it's a really really solid job. I love doing it, and I love actually being in a position where I actually do something important.
Okay.
Keep people going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, versus like selling weed or Starbucks or shit like that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to ruin that either. By stepping into some crap that I can't get out of. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude. I mean, healthcare professionals are in such shortage. Like, dude, if you have all this good stuff going on, Air Force vet, cardiology, I mean, the last thing I'd want to do is just let one little slip up be the end all be all to shit. It's not, because I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. It's not, I don't really think that's fair. I mean, obviously, if you're burying bodies under a bridge, it's a little bit different, but that's not what we're doing here. So I do have a question, because obviously it's shit we want to get out of, right?
Yeah.
So you've been so honest, so I don't feel the need to kind of like, try to you or anything like that. So we have like Signal and Telegram and those types of apps. How did that stuff start for you?
Let me see. How did I even get into that?
Yeah.
I guess it was recommended on WhatsApp.
Really?
That's where it came from first, and then I got that. Then it just wound up into getting invites to this and that, like this discussion, that discussion. Yeah, it just went from there.
Sure.
And, yeah, really over the last year. I mean, I didn't have any of those before that.
Yeah.
And I feel like it is kind of spiraled from there. And
Like a rabbit hole, you would say?
yeah, rabbit hole.
Okay.
I probably should just leave entirely.
Right. So, are any of the stuff on there videos that you took yourself, or is it just other people posting shit?
People, yeah.
Okay.
That's the crazy thing. It's just people circulating.
Really?
Left and right there. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just nonstop with that. People all over the place.
Right.
Like, with whatever they got, it's just like, it's been pretty much like, that pretty much is the dark web there, Yeah.
Have you been on Tor and Onion and that stuff too, or?
Abroad?
Yeah.
No, I never did a Tor.
No, I'm sorry, not Tor. Like in the Tor browser, the Onion browser, anything like that?
No.
Okay, so it's just been Signal and Telegram, that type of shit?
Signal, Telegram, WhatsApp, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I really resisted even getting WhatsApp, and then I got it. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it's from there.
What do you think? What do you think it is about those apps that brings people on? Like, what do you think it is that puts people into that type of stuff?
I think it's probably the lack of moderation.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Facebook, for instance, Snapchat, very moderated.
Yeah.
If you do something that's against community standards, you get banned.
Sure.
Yeah. Signal, Telegram, they don't have that. And actually, I heard Telegram, got into some real dirty stuff too, like with their CEO getting detained and arrested because actually Telegram was being used by
right
or foreign nations to communicate through encrypted channels, pretty much.
Right.
Yeah, their plans, terrorist plans and all that stuff like that, through Telegram. And so I think now they're going to try to start cooperating with governments for that reason, especially to root out these terrorists.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a pretty big free speech guy, but I think when it comes to planning attacks, maybe that could be a little bit of an exception. But shit, that's interesting. So when you first got into like these Signal groups, what was your initial reaction? Like, how did you feel about what was posted in there?
Some of it's pretty rough stuff. Like, and some of the stuff people are asking for are pretty rough too. Like, there are people that are actually asking for like type stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Content. I don't know if anyone's got me on there flat out. I haven't seen any yet because There's like just a little bit too much. I mean, I'm a guy who has like stuff
Of
like
course,
that.
yeah, me too.
Some of that is just
A little bit too extreme.
it's too much. Yeah.
What would you say is extreme about it?
Because like some people are into like like stuff in this, and if you go deep enough, you're gonna find people there that yeah.
Where have you seen people into?
I mean, there's like I mean people have post links to. I mean, not that I go to them.
Sure.
But they say it's going to be in for that. But then again, those links could also be scams too. That's what you see a lot
A
of.
little honeypot, yeah.
Yeah, if you see a link on there, you might be super tempted to click on it, but
Sure.
many times it could just be a virus or something like that.
Right. It could be bait.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that they don't try to advertise it as such. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah, so. I don't think I haven't personally seen anybody getting
Any stuff, yeah.
I've not actually seen that.
So I do got a question because there was in some of these groups, some videos of like babies and toddlers being posted. How common is that?
That's extreme too. Like toddlers, too young, too damn young. It's like no way. And
how do you feel when they post those videos?
It's like past that.
Okay.
Just go past it. Yeah, usually in these groups, like people will just post up like whatever, like a group of pictures, a
sure,
group of videos. You know what I mean? Or they can do it one by one. And then sometimes they'll post up like a mega
link. Yeah.
And then you see like what that group of content is.
What would you say is the average age they post in these groups? Like, I know you're not some expert, but obviously we can tell the difference between a 70-year-old and a 1-year-old, right? So
there's all ages.
So zero and up.
Yeah, 0 and up. We've won. In there, there's that too. That's in there. And it's like really whatever people feel like. You know what I mean? Like,
wouldn't it be someone who's into Vietnamese people? No, I'm just kidding.
That's a joke. That's like a dad joke right there.
I know. Yeah, but
yeah.
But so they post. So I guess I know you just told me a second ago that you weren't into stuff like toddlers, and I'll take your word for that. You've been nothing but honest, so I'll just take your word. But there's kind of a thing where, like, if you see a house burning down that's next to you, I would ask you, hey, what's going on with the house right there? Who did it? You know what I mean? So a video of an infant, that's kind of like out of my realm, because you hear about the video of a 14-year-old getting leaked, shit like that, and that's not okay, but it's like it happens, right?
Yeah.
But what happens in some of these videos of like infants and toddlers? Like, what's being done to them?
Whatever the guy wants, like yeah.
How's it even possible?
Like that, they go through
They go through the what? Okay, so they've shown videos in there where there's an adult man going through like an infant.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. It's pretty gnarly. That's so. It's very wrong.
Sure. How did that like? How long was that video, for example, of like a guy going through an infant? Like, was there multiple of those videos they post in there? Or?
Yeah, most videos are very short, like 10 to 30 seconds long.
Okay.
Yeah, so every now and then you might get like a minute video or 2-minute video. There are limits, like with Signal, the limit file size limit is 100 megs.
Okay.
So it really depends on the resolution, I guess. It affects the file size and how long it could last at that resolution.
Sure.
So people definitely chop up videos on there, so it can meet the requirements. And was it a Telegram? Doesn't have, as far as I can tell, doesn't really have much of a limit. You can make long videos, but yeah, it's really, but Signal is where you get the most content, I guess. Telegram is kind of hit and miss. That you have to, I guess, find the right group. Yeah, but yeah, Signal though, probably.
Okay. Yeah, because I was going to be my next question. Like, I guess you kind of answered it for me, but what's more extreme with people posting like the kitty and stuff like that? versus Signal versus Telegram? Like, what would have more shit on there? I guess you answered Signal, but Signal.
Yeah, Signal has a higher volume.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, it's much more, and I think more ubiquitous there. You know?
Yeah. What language would you say are most of the groups in? Like, is it all just like American shit, or is it like foreign stuff, or
Latin American? It seems like.
Okay, so just people here in the country just kind of like, do the videos look American made, or do they look like kind of foreign made? Do you think?
They seem like they're from like Central America.
Okay, a lot of Hispanic stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of that. Yeah. And, you find some stuff that's Russian though.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Russian, Ukrainian, or something. One of those, you know. But
Okay.
it's,
How often do so I guess how many of these groups have you been invited to over the past year? I know you don't have an exact number, but like ballpark, or I guess how often does it happen?
yeah, it's a dozen, you know.
Really?
Yeah. But a lot of them die off though.
What do you mean by die off?
People stop contributing,
Okay.
and then it just stagnant, you know.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm in a Signal group for like just memes and shit, and I see what you mean. So, because, dude, a few weeks ago, everybody's posting crap in there, and we're all talking and all whatnot. But, dude, I think now somebody posted a meme for the first time in like 3 days or something like that. So it just kind of happens like that. Just people stop posting, and okay.
Something might spark it to go live again, like have more stuff that goes in. But yeah, so it just really depends on people. And then not only that, like some groups, like they'll actually kick you out if you don't post something.
Okay.
I guess, but some I've been kicked out for not really contributing.
Sure.
Yeah, 'cause I don't have anything really too much to give.
Mhm.
But anyways, what was I thinking about those groups? So, I mean, yeah, some of them they just kind of like take life of their own. I mean, they can't keep monitoring every person in the group because them are like how many members are in each group. And like,
Yeah.
Maybe thousands,
Sure.
So they can't really keep an eye on everybody that's on there.
No, it's like the game Sharks and Minnows you play in the pool. There's like tons of minnows and like one shark, so it's like how are you supposed to get them all? But wow, interesting. So obviously there's kind of a curiosity on your end for this type of stuff, and I don't think it's something that can't be fixed. I mean, we're here right now talking about it, and I wouldn't be here talking to you if I thought that this was just the end all be all to shit. What do you think sparked this for you? Like, what do you think prompted you to just kind of jump into this underworld, I guess you could say?
I just saw stuff and just kept seeing stuff. That's really what happened. Like this one just kept going, perpetuating itself, and like not only that, like keep getting notifications. They just keep coming in. Like every time, like it really gets to me too. Like really. About this is like I don't like leaving unread messages. You know what I mean? It's like one's like hundreds of messages, and I feel like it's like a chore. I got to get through them all.
Right.
I gotta, and it just keeps snowballing from there.
Right. Well,
I could hang it up though anytime.
Have you ever thought about doing that?
Yeah.
What do you think prevents you from doing that? From, I guess, hanging up, watching this type of child stuff.
Nothing stopped. I could do it like tonight, tomorrow, whatever. It's like if you want those group names invites, I can give it to you.
Yeah, I think you sent a screenshot of some of them to Mandy, I want to say.
Yeah. So.
But do you know anybody in America that's in these groups? Like, do you know of anybody in America? Like any American numbers you've seen in there?
I mean, there is that. Probably already have it on there. That group from Missy's Playground.
Mm-hmm.
They're all American based.
All American based.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
how do you know they're American based? Or yeah, I guess like what makes you think that?
It's like how do you really know that? I mean,
yeah, of course.
It could be just like this situation right here, where it's like someone who's pretending to be American.
Sure.
It could totally be misinformation like that.
Misinformation. Are they speaking English in there? Is that kind of what makes you okay?
Yeah. I mean, it seems pretty at least genuine, I guess. You never know.
What are the discussions like in that group? Because I know, there's some groups that are like Indian and, Hispanic, obviously, and they're talking about God knows what. But what are the in this Misty's Playground, like, what do they talk about in there? Like, what's the conversations like?
It's really just, Missy is the centerpiece of it. She's,
Okay.
She's got a lot of daddy issues, and she, especially with her dad divorcing her mom.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, she met her stepdad, and he started having her, and she's
Okay.
like just got spiraled into that life, and then everyone's just like gushing over her, and
Sure.
stuff like that, wanting her to do more, get into this, get into that, People always ask her for pictures and videos and stuff like that. She doesn't take requests like that.
Oh, I was going to ask. So
She doesn't. She just. It's her support group. You know what I mean?
sure.
Yeah.
Just a little fan base.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
It's all her fans.
So does Missy? How old is Missy?
Same age as Mandy.
12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does Missy actually talk to people in the group? Like, does she put in stuff like, "Hey, I'm making a video about this and that"?
She doesn't say she's making a video, but she says she's having some boys over from school, and they're doing it. Or she talked about actually having at the campus too, like by a dumpster.
Okay.
With 2 boys.
Has she shown videos of that? Okay.
Yeah, she well, especially her justification is that, especially if she were to be doing and taking videos with these boys, how fast it would circulate around her school.
Sure.
It would, like, ruin her reputation, I guess. I don't know why that really is a thing for her, especially like if she is doing it in the first place,
Mhm.
the word's going to get out,
That makes sense. So the videos in that Missy's Playground group, like, what does she post in there?
She likes to post. She likes to talk. It's more of a conversation for her, but
Okay.
a lot of times she posts up hentai.
Okay.
Yeah, so like those Japanese cartoons, and then other people also contribute their whatever they feel like showing. Yeah.
Okay.
Their whatever they're into.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of. I've seen like horses and dogs.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's
What the?
yeah. Oh, so that's and yeah, everyone there speaks pretty good English, so I guess you got to assume that they are. But then again, for all you know, they could be Russian or something.
Yeah, you never know. Is there any videos they've posted of, like, and this is me just being fully curious, I know this isn't your gig, but have they posted like animals and kids before?
Oh yeah, they have done that. Yeah.
In Missy's Playground or in other groups?
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, people are into kids and dogs. I guess kids and dogs.
Unreal. What's the youngest looking kid you've seen with a dog? Like, how old would that kid have been, you think?
Maybe 10 or 11 or something like that. Yeah.
So this is kind of hard for me to visualize. What would a kid and a dog be doing together?
I guess this is Missy fantasized about it.
Yeah.
Because for her, like, the dog is a safe option in a way because she can't get pregnant from a dog. And,
Makes sense.
it'll be giving her good practice.
Yeah.
I guess that is what her justification is, that especially she wants to build up to being able to take an adult male,
Of course.
even though she already has, but yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, she just wants it more for for a plaything that she could use, like whenever she feels like it, because it'll always be her dog and the dog will play.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
That's fair. That makes sense. So in the videos they have posted of, say, like 11-year-olds and dogs, like, what's the 11-year-old doing to the dog, or dog doing to the 11-year-old, vice versa, or?
Well,
literally, right?
literally,
Yeah.
Or they're like, sucking.
What?
Yeah.
Who in the hell's training these kids to do that?
Or they just learn on their own. Or
Yeah. Hey, I know, because 10, 11, that's when the curiosity comes in for these kids and all that stuff. So as for kids talking to you online, I know Mandy obviously wasn't the only one, nor were her sisters or friends or whatever the hell they were. Where have kids talked to you online? Like, has it only been Facebook or other apps they've kind of reached out to you on, or
Just Facebook.
really?
I
How?
think it's actually that's the thing that really caught my curiosity at first. Is like, what are these? Because like social media had a age limit.
Yeah.
And for some reason, it seems like Zuckerberg seemed to open the floodgates. Although like when you see their whatever they post for date of birth, it's usually like a fake date of birth, like 1998 or something like that.
Yeah,
Or,
of course.
So they usually post fake date of birth, but you'd think that if they're that young and that Facebook would kick them out. You know what I mean? But all of a sudden, I've seen more and more and more. It's like, are any of these even real? That's what got me into like just friending one, and they kept getting like suggestions, and they kept more, and then some people started adding me too. I'm like, okay, so that's where Mandy came from, essentially from that,
Okay.
and then was it really I think when it comes down to it, it's like Facebook doesn't care.
Right. They kind of just like, it seems like they know, but they just kind of like, oh well.
They want active users.
Right.
They want you, whether they're bona fide real people or not. They want active users, to make their platform successful. They possibly want, if there's any data to be sold.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care if it's like not technically legal.
Right. Because it's like when I go on, Twitter, obviously, or X now is what they call it. When I go on there, it's like I see a post with, and it's so funny they do this. It's with impressions, but not views. So they can tell the advertisers, oh, look at these impressions that we get. Then you go in the comments and it's like, buy my OnlyFans, or I just won $1 million of crypto with this. So I see. So I guess that's what Facebook looks at it too. It's like, oh, kid and adult. Well, it's getting us money. So I guess that's kind of what it is. But so how many quote unquote kids, either real or fake, who knows, have tried to hit you up or talk to you over the years, you think?
Like I said, this has only been within the last year.
Last year, yeah.
Say a handful, maybe two handfuls. It's not too many. My Facebook really is for old high school friends,
Okay.
And college friends. That's what it originally was for. It's for connecting college kids together,
Yeah, that's literally what Zuckerberg was, a college kid, I think.
Yeah, so that's what Facebook is. Now it's like, the friend list got a little bit more diverse since then, though. It's clearly, actually, I probably have more friends on Facebook than I do
Yeah, whatever floats your boat.
So so really it's just become more like college, and then some kids,
Yeah. Where'd you go to school at?
School?
Yeah, for high school. College.
USC.
Okay. Got it. Well, I guess that brings me to the next question. Did you bring any Trojans tonight? Condoms?
No.
Okay, got it.
No, I didn't bring any.
What was the reasoning for not bringing condoms? Like, because obviously that would mean. So, were you planning on pulling out, or planning on getting them pregnant, or what was kind of the plan with that?
Definitely not getting anybody pregnant. Yeah.
Okay, so you were gonna eventually, if it was to lead, you were gonna like kind of pull out, or.
Yeah. Oh, one thing, like the fictitious person mentioned.
Yeah.
Hadn't had a period yet, so.
Okay.
That
wasn't a worry or anything.
Any issues with pregnancy.
Okay.
So.
Got it.
If there were ever come to that is,
Yeah.
Yeah. Although, me personally, my is like, it's not even necessarily it's my biggest thing is more like
more like what? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit green with that type of stuff. I've heard the term so many times, and I have no idea what it is.
It's just, it's a weird old Japanese tradition originally came from as a Japan as a punishment for unfaithful women. What they did is they just brought them to the town square if they're accused of adultery, and the townsmen would come literally like in the face.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not having just disgracing it.
Right, like shameful. Yeah.
With that.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that's my biggest thing right there. I mean, it's not even really like it doesn't even involve like anybody doing anything with anybody like that. Like anything is just they're just guys in a room. Yeah, that's what it is.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So it's kind of well, I guess there's only one guy here tonight, but was kind of like what you wanted tonight, if they're willing, or just honestly. I'm not judging.
It's impossible because you need a lot of men for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, it would probably just be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. I assume with them or whatever.
Their story, they've already been doing it,
Okay.
And then, so they already know exactly what to do.
Okay. Fair enough. That's fair. All right. Yeah. No, and you don't come across as like somebody who's going to force himself onto people. That's kind of that's kind of like the only concern I would have. You know what I mean? I see. Has anybody hit you up directly to ask you to trade? Like, hey, interested in trading some stuff back and forth, or
content or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the guys in Signal for some reason wanted me to send him like feet.
Okay.
Girls' feet.
Yeah.
Especially for some reason he had a thing for girls wearing socks. No, I don't really keep anything like that.
Right.
You're talking to the wrong guy. I have my specific kink, and that's not one of them.
Yeah.
But if I ever ran across any in one of the other groups, I can forward it to them or something like that.
Okay. So have you kind of forwarded some stuff before?
So yeah, he's part of the Missy playing.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
So like, hey, look at this feed.
Okay.
The feed there.
Okay. So there was obviously you don't use a VPN or anything like that. I don't think you do. No. Yeah, your real numbers on Signal and all that stuff. So it's kind of easy to, I don't know, I guess see what's going on there, for lack of a better term. There seems to be a few times, and obviously, it's coming to you more than you're putting it out, for sure. But there's definitely been times where in groups, or with individuals that you've posted child there, or you've sent child to other people. What prompted you to do that?
It's participating.
Just kind of like going with the flow in a way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's there. I can make someone pay with it. So I should have done that.
That's fair. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20 though. Yeah. Like, it's not like I can't just look back at even earlier today. I just can't look back at everything and be like, oh, I was just perfect the whole way through. It's fine. So if I make someone's day, that's kind of me being the curious guy I am, make someone's day how? Like,
I mean, people are going on there probably. So
yeah.
It helps them get off. That's what they want to see. Yeah. Although it's definitely in hindsight, that's perpetuating the problem.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, if you're looking to get rid of all that content, something like that's not helping.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But, especially if these days people are always concerned about like stuff that involves I haven't seen yet. Anything like that. That's like someone who's doesn't seem like that at least.
So what makes you think they haven't been trafficked versus what do you think would be a sign of human in these videos?
They seem like they're clearly not related or in any way.
Okay.
Maybe if they're drugged up or something like that.
Okay.
That's why I think that would be a red flag for me.
Sure.
Yeah, but
so by clearly not related, what makes you think that? And I'm not, not trying to antagonize here. I'm just genuinely curious. Like, what makes you think that the people in the videos that are being sent to you or put in the groups, what makes you think they are related to each other? Like, even as young as a baby, like, how do you know they'd be related?
I mean, it just seems like, maybe they're probably not dad and daughter, stepdaughter, perhaps
Okay,
even.
sure.
Yeah, yeah. But there's no way to tell for sure because they're not holding up identification.
Yeah, I get that. It's not like, they have like an end screen credits with all the actors in the movie or anything like that. So with the stuff with the babies, are the babies like crying in it, or are they just sitting there? Like, how's that?
Surprisingly, a lot of them just sitting there,
Okay.
Like, I don't know how they get. I mean, because babies cry for anything.
Right.
And, how are they able to pull whatever they're doing off and not have the baby cry? I don't know.
How many have you seen with the baby crying?
I've seen a few though. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like where they are crying. It's like wow, that's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough.
What emotion did that invoke in you? Like, what did you feel was rough about it?
Wow, the baby's crying.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't like it. Leave it alone. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Really, it's gonna scar them.
Right. So we talk about, Missy's playground, this and that, and obviously Missy's a female. I know you don't have an exact number, but little boys versus little girls being posted in these groups, what percentage would you say is girls versus boys?
Probably 70 to 30.
70 girls, 30 boys.
Yeah, like 7% girls, 30% boys.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
Fair enough.
But then again, like, I'm not super plugged into everything out there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just within my limited view. That's what it seems like.
Okay. So, what do you think built this curiosity for you to come here and meet, for lack of a better term, just kids tonight? Like, what do you think? Because, I don't even wake up just one day randomly and say, I want to do this. Like, what do you think it was that finally brought you here today to come do this?
Yeah, well, they showed so much affection to me. It's like they're always telling me they love me and all that stuff. Like, they really want to. It's felt like it was to be good to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, it's like I had something that she wanted. You know what I mean?
Which was what?
A phone.
A phone?
A working phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
did you bring her that phone today?
Yeah, I have a phone for her. Yeah.
Nice, man.
Yeah. So, man of my word, that. So it's like she wanted it because she felt like a loser. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Not having a working phone. Because it seemed like her dad was being very controlling.
Right.
At least that's what the fiction was.
Yeah.
I give her that stupid stinking phone.
You're right.
And then from there she can finally, like communicate like an old person, like send selfies or something like that.
Yeah, not be like shackled to whatever shouldn't hurt.
I mean, stuff that people already normally do. It's like, how do you not able to do selfies?
Right. I just wanted to be like all the other kids. That's fair. So there were some, and by some I mean like a lot of pics sent her way. What kind of prompted you to send those pictures to her?
That is a good question, even for me. Like,
yeah, just try your best. All good.
I don't send pics.
Really?
I don't.
God, I would have. I mean, I'm taking your word, but I would. I mean, looking at a chat, I'd be shocked that you would not usually do that.
I'm not a pic sender. It's like if you're gonna see you gotta see it in real life. You know what I mean? That's always been my thing. But I don't know. Whoever you got on the other end is really good at manipulating me to do stuff that I want to do. Like, I don't go all the way out to places like this to meet people. You know what I mean? So whoever you got, bravo, because they did good.
For sure. No, I think they did a great job.
Yeah.
And usually if I were to talk to somebody about this, I don't talk to most people because most people I think are just so like off their rocker that I don't think you can be resolved with a conversation. But the few people I have talked to, I don't even like confirm with them that it was a fictitious account or anything like that. But you're so honest, and I think your heart's in the right place with everything. That I'll just be fully honest. But it looks like the guy on the other end, and I'll tell you, it was a guy. It was a guy playing as a girl. He didn't ask you to send any pics per se. I mean, sure, you offered him, and he said yes. I'm sure, but he didn't like, he didn't just say it out of the blue, and you just did it. Like, I think you did it before he even mentioned anything like that.
Yeah, that is true. Like, I mean, the first time was like, I was in the shower,
Right.
and like this guy has a knack for hitting me up when I'm in weird spaces. So it's like, I'm in the shower. Okay, you want to see? I'm in the shower. No, there it is. Yeah, and then it became after that it's like, oh, I want to see it now.
Right.
So the first time was unsolicited.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but it wasn't just for that pure purpose. And the rest became like they want to see me.
Yeah.
See it. It's like actually after a while, it's like I don't want to do this anymore.
Right.
Like I'm not like the gift that keeps giving, and so he's like, I'm not gonna do any more of these picks and bids for you anymore. Especially like, the way it sounded like I was just being left out, anyways. Like there wasn't any kind of reciprocation.
Right.
So
have any of these kids sent you before? Has there been reciprocation before, or?
No. But maybe because Missy actually has posted some.
Somewhat.
It's like on that page she would post up some blurry pics of her, of her.
Okay.
Or something like
Sure.
that. But she would always have a way of doing this. So she would do it like, really fast, and then she would delete it.
Really?
Delete the message.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Do you think it's Missy? Like, has she ever sent like a voice recording in there before? Or?
And that's the thing too. Is like you don't know if she truly is real or not.
Sure.
It's not like a video or anything of her doing anything, and even though everyone keeps pestering her for it, she could be a guy too, undercover as well.
Yeah.
She really could be.
Fair enough. Or a guy with those pics or something like that.
A guy with those pictures. Yeah, could be. I mean, there's no way to tell with her unless like you're willing to go to Wisconsin where she's supposedly from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has she invited people to go meet her before?
Yeah. Yeah. She wants to meet people in Fort Collins, Colorado.
I know where that's at. Yeah.
So she wants to meet people there, and also her goal is to bring a bunch of guys together to her place, and pretty much have a gang.
Okay.
She's like, me, I'm not gonna fly all the way out there. No.
Right.
That's ridiculous. But it's interesting seeing people fantasize about this so-called party that she wants to host. You know what I mean?
Do you think just being in groups like that, do you think that can exasperate whatever problems that might be going on to make it even worse? Like, do you think that being around all these people posting that type of stuff kind of makes your curiosity kind of go farther than you would otherwise?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. It's like getting mixed up with the wrong crowd, and just letting them bring out the worst in you. You know what I mean? Like, the most of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I already have enough, but now you're making this one take front and center.
Right.
Right.
What would be taking front and center?
Oh, what?
Like you said, I have enough, but this one's taking front and center. What are you talking about?
Like, this thing with freaking kids,
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it wasn't front and center.
Right.
But now it has been for months now. Like it's weird. I mean, I'm a guy who sees all ages. I like some stuff.
Oh yeah. No, I'm with you on that for sure.
And but now it's like went to the opposite end of the spectrum from that.
Sure.
So it's just this, like I said, this stuff just keeps coming at me. Yeah.
Just you want to step out, but it's hard to step out. I get it.
I'd have to delete the app entirely.
Right.
Yeah, and all of it.
What's the youngest age you think you've to?
Probably around was it between like Gabby and was it too? Andy, between that. Yeah.
Okay. So no. So this is kind of my hang up, and I don't think you're being dishonest. I just think there's some shame attached to this, which I actually appreciate that you didn't tell me probably the full truth on that. If you're describing these baby videos in details, that
Getting to that though, I really am not. It's there, but I'm not actually getting into it. It's just I watch these videos. Like I go through each of them one by one. So
Okay.
they're there, you know what I mean? So I get, if it's like 30 seconds, yeah, I can get through that really, I can sit through that while I'm doing other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they're longer, like they're a minute, then I fast forward through. I click through, like not through each through the time until it gets to the end. But yeah.
So it's just whatever they post, you're watching.
Yeah, whatever they post,
okay.
I'm watching.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and some of them are, are doing other stuff that I don't like too. I don't like when they do pit videos or and stuff. Or
so they kids?
No, they're just pit videos of kids.
Oh shit! Okay,
yeah.
That's odd, but
yeah, it's like I don't care too much about seeing them.
Right.
Some people do, but
interesting.
Yeah, I think I've seen one where they're like, why?
Holy fuck!
Why?
Man, I just had food poisoning today. I mean, I still kind of got food poisoning. I took I kid you not, I took like 10 shits a day. It's literally been the shittiest day of my life. I mean, I'm pretty happy, but it was a very shitty day for me.
You cleanse your colon a little bit though.
Yeah, dude, it's like, man, I woke up like at 4 a.m. and I'm like, God, I got to shit, and I shat, and I'm like, God, I got to vomit. Because usually, I like Korean barbecue, and I eat too much of that. But I always take a shit after, but it's never a vomit after. But I was in, where Amarillo, Texas is?
Amarillo.
It's in the panhandle of Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there yesterday, and this is where I fucked up. The Korean barbecue was fine. It wasn't as good as here in LA, but I fucked up by eating sushi in the fucking Texas panhandle.
Oh, you don't get fresh fish over there.
No, right? But, I'm looking at the menu and I see spicy tuna roll and my fat ass is like, oh, I don't get, all the logic goes out the window when I see a spicy tuna roll. And, they bring me this food and it tasted all right. But man, I know that shit poisoned me. Like I cannot believe I did that. But yeah, I learned my lesson at least though. But anyway, where was I going with the Korean stuff? Yeah, food poisoning.
So you're in Amarillo, Texas, like just yesterday, huh?
Yeah.
What was your name again?
Gordon.
Yeah. Yeah. So that would make you probably like FBI then, right? Yeah.
I'm not FBI.
You're traveling all the way out there.
Yeah, no, I know. Well, I'll be honest with you. I figured midway when I was saying that, I was like, you're going to be smart enough to pick up that I was like 13 hours. Wait, no, you're going to be smart enough to pick up that I was 17 hours away yesterday. But no, we have a group that does this, and we just make sure that kids don't meet adults don't meet kids, and stuff like that. And I'll tell you, like, we don't talk to everybody. There are people that, we're just kind of sitting back, and it's not our place to kind of intervene, I guess you could say. But when it's not Billy Bob in a trailer who's his granddaughter, but rather it's somebody who has a good career, who does a good thing, who's a good person, I feel like we can step in and just make this right. You know what I mean?
Interventions. Okay.
Pretty much, yeah. But damn, you know what else gives me food poisoning? I guess you could say something like that. It's called Kid Protectors USA. But God, you know what else gives me food poisoning? Fried pickles.
Fried pickles?
Dude, all the time.
Why? Like, there's nothing in it that shouldn't give you anything like salmonella or anything like that.
No, but I guess the word is, I guess food poisoning. I guess it makes me vomit.
Oh.
Like, Buffalo Wild Wings, obviously.
Some things don't agree with you. Just so.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
So
right.
That could be one of them.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I don't know if you read mine. Mine is pineapples.
Really?
I don't like pineapples. Like, I can't stand the taste. I'm not allergic to anything like that.
Yeah.
I can't stand the taste of it. No.
Odd.
Then again, I can, if I can chug a beer, I can chug a pineapple. No, I guess I'm not gonna like it. No.
Right.
It's just not gonna make me feel good.
Why pineapple? Pineapple is like the most agreeable food, I think, for everybody. Like, I've not met a person who doesn't like pineapple.
Yeah, I mean, there's some, but yeah, it's like, I don't know if it's like the flavor profile for me.
Just too acidic.
It's not right for me. I met people that didn't like a number of different things, like how, why, especially if you're allergic to something. That's bad because, like, you know, when you're allergic, this whole, especially if something food wise, that this whole area of food is off limits to you now.
Right.
You're not going to be able to enjoy this part of your life. You know?
Right.
You know, it'd be nice. You know, they make so many great things out of this, and you're not going to be able to enjoy it. You know?
So what's your? Yeah, I mean, I like pineapple, but I'm definitely not the pineapple goes on pizza type of guy. I mean, I like it, but I'm not. God, just fully curious. Do your parents cook good Vietnamese food?
Yeah, they do. I don't really.
Really? Why? Why is that?
Had a huge falling out. You know, so I don't even know what they're up to these days. You know, I've been away from them so many years. So.
Did they move to LA or did they move somewhere else?
I mean, yeah, they brought me to California. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, this is like where California is where we lived for most of our lives, and I wasn't in California the whole time. Obviously going out, Air Force, coming back.
Yeah, well, where were you stationed with the Air Force?
New Mexico.
Okay, you were in Albuquerque?
Just further south of that.
Shit.
Like near White Sands, Missouri.
Okay.
Yeah. But Albuquerque would have been nice. I actually spent some time up there, you know.
It is pretty nice. A lot of crackheads there, but what doesn't at this point?
Bad.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
So, why'd you have a falling out with your parents? What happened?
They were. I mean, it's wonder why I went to the Air Force. That's why. Get out of that, you know, situation. You know.
Were they just like too traditional or something, or?
Yeah, they're mad traditional, like very closed-minded too, and you know, especially a lot of their worldview didn't really agree with mine, you know, and not only that, they're being like, it seems like they're making moves that were just like they're purposely sabotaging my life, you know.
Really?
Not allowing me to grow and be my own person.
Oh my God, yeah.
So yeah, that's that was a really touchy time for me. I just wanted to separate that from that entirely. I did still keep in contact with them after I joined the Air Force.
Yeah.
And I just realized, not too long after that, they're not going to change. Things aren't changing.
Right.
It was getting better. It was working towards the better. And no, it didn't. It never got better. So I was like, I'm done. I'm completely done with them.
Well, that's something that I've seen a lot of people run into. You know, they have parents who are, you know, they just come here and, you know, you're growing up in American schools with American kids who have probably a little bit more freedom, like in their personal lives. And, you know, you see that happening and you're like, Mom and Dad, why can't I do this? And, you know, am I right about that? Is that kind of what happened, or?
It wasn't about other kids. I mean, I did know plenty of other kids and how their lives were.
Yeah.
Now that this is not that. Plus, like when you're around Asian parents, especially the immigrant Asian parents, they beat the shit out of their kids, you know. Yeah. So they're like that old school discipline, you know.
Right.
Yeah, I went through plenty of that, you know.
Jesus Christ. Is that so? Do you have kids of your own?
No.
Do you want kids in the future?
No.
No.
Like, this world's overpopulated, you know, and also not only that, I wouldn't even trust myself at this point in time to take care of a plant. I don't know, like I don't have pets. I love animals.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't want to be a negligent owner of a dog or something like that, you know.
What makes you think that what makes you think the world's overpopulated? I mean, I guess LA is a pretty good indicator that there's a lot of people here, but is that the main reason you don't want kids? The world's overpopulated, or is the main reason you just don't think you can take care of them?
I mean, if the thing is, you never know. If you can't take care of them. Actually, the crazy thing is when you do have them, I don't know if you have any, you might find yourself in that situation where it becomes a necessity where you have to take care of them. You have to step up to the plate and do it. You know what I mean? I think I'd find that if push came to shove, you know.
Yeah.
I had a wife and that gave me a kid, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm not actively looking for that at this point in time. It's like I said, the world is overpopulated, and we are having quite an environmental impact on this world just because
Right.
we just keep cranking out kids.
No, 100%.
And keep spending our finite resources. You know.
Right.
So, I mean, maybe not here necessarily here. But look at India. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude. Yeah. No, India. You can't go. I saw this thing, on Google Earth with India. You cannot go anywhere on Google Earth in India without finding a piece of trash somewhere, and it really goes to show you, like, yeah, I see what you mean.
Also, I just came back from New York this year. First time actually going there. I was there when I was a kid.
Right. Oh, so your parents immigrated to New York first, then came to LA?
It was California to New York, back to California.
Okay.
It's kind of complicated. But the thing is, New York, when I actually went there, I was like, why do people want to live like this? Like, there's like garbage on the sidewalk.
Oh, it's baffling. I cannot. I hate New York City. I mean, yeah, the food's good, but
On the sidewalk.
oh, it's miserable. I mean, shit. You think LA is a shithole, but man, New York is just it's a whole other animal than LA. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of places out in the country that are pretty underpopulated, I'd say. I mean, there's towns, shit, even in
small towns too.
Yeah.
I mean, it just means we have a lot of geography. That doesn't mean that we're required to build them up, though.
Sure.
Yeah, we need to, man. Especially like, how the hell these days are you supposed to afford a house?
Oh my God.
To house these children,
Do you have a house of your own, or do you just live in an apartment? I mean, you're making 6 figures, right? No. What do you do at the cardiology place?
Close to it, though. Yeah. I'm good. I've gotten close, but yeah, I'm not
Okay.
at 6 yet.
I mean, do you do you get paid salary or hourly?
Hourly, so yeah, I still get hourly for decent money, and also get a lot of overtime too, because sometimes things happen and you don't adhere to a normal 8-hour workday.
Yeah, I'm sure, especially in the medical field, it's like. So what do you do as so you're obviously not a cardiologist yourself. You're just work. So what's your role at that place that you do?
I'm a technician. No, I'm a technician.
Okay, well, I'm a techno, so I don't even know what a technician is. What does a technician do?
I mean, technician's a very vague term.
Right.
There's many different types of technicians out there. I'm just the type of technician that works in this cardiology clinic.
Okay.
Specific duties there.
So you're like the one that brings the X-ray or something like that, or?
No, that'd be a radiology technician. Or technician.
See it, dude. I'm so stupid with this type of stuff.
Yeah. So, there's many different types of technical work that you can do.
Okay.
In the medical field to begin with, I just found a good niche.
Yeah, there you go. Do you enjoy your career?
Absolutely.
Nice, man.
And, I'm trying to do more too. And I mean, one of the things that I need to work towards, is going to grad school.
Yeah.
Furthering that career from there.
Do you think if you had that grad school degree, you'd get paid more?
Absolutely, yeah. It would open doors for different jobs, and more than just being a technician.
Sure.
So
do you only have bachelor's or master's or?
Bachelor's.
Okay.
Yeah, so I want to get 2 masters.
Yeah.
And after those 2 masters, then I can work towards the next step of my career. It's just probably more like, instead of being in a clinic of some sort, I could do work with the actual companies that those medical device companies, that type of thing. Yeah.
So how many people in the medical industry, I guess your peers, are you guys all COVID vaccinated, or some people that aren't? Like, what are your, as a cardiologist, there's a lot of controversy about the vaccine. Some people say that, it caused heart issues. Other people are like, it's safe to take and all that. What's the consensus among that in your group?
It seems like greater than 90% of us are vaccinated. I do have a coworker that works close to me that will refuse to get a vaccine from now on. Because the last time she got it, her heart just started going crazy.
Oh shit!
So,
okay.
Yeah, she went to urgent care, ER, or something like that.
Ooh.
So she refused to do it.
That's fair though.
I know she has had some weird reaction to it. Although it's not cool not to get it. I mean,
sure.
Because if you can get it, get it.
Absolutely.
It's not gonna give you a problem. Just do it.
Right.
You're working with patients that are compromised,
medically vulnerable. Yeah.
Exactly. Like if you have a patient whose heart's failing, it's not going to help them very much if you also give them COVID too.
Right. Yeah. You don't want to add to that stuff.
You might just put them in the grave.
So, right.
So yeah, most people just do it anyways, and then only if they don't do it, you have to wear the mask of shame. Anyways, don't just you have to wear a surgical mask through the whole, especially like flu season.
So is that still like enforced? Like if you're not vaccinated, you still got to wear the surgical mask like in your place?
Yeah,
that's fair. That makes sense.
It's highly recommended to wear it anyways,
right?
Especially when in front of patients. So
yeah,
I still wear. I might not be wearing a mask in the office around people, but when I'm in front of a patient, I'm gonna wear a mask.
Right.
That's the whole. People don't understand what the purpose of the masks are. Actually, they don't know the function of it. Throughout this whole pandemic, they didn't know. And
right.
Yeah, the whole thing is so surgical mask was invented for surgery.
Right.
People trying to avoid doing in surgery, which is breathing their germs into like an open wound.
Right, exactly.
They have a patient that's open, their chest is open, so if you want to breathe their germs and kill them,
Right.
So yeah, especially if you're trying to maintain sterility there. So that's what that is about, is protecting other people from your breath.
Right.
If you're around someone who has germs like tuberculosis or COVID, you're supposed to wear an N95 mask. That's what's supposed to help you keep from getting their germs.
Sure.
But on the flip side, it doesn't help. It doesn't prevent them from getting your germs, actually, because the N95, the air escapes outside. It's like a valve, So when you breathe in, it seals in, So, so you're not breathing any air that's not filtered through that mask.
Right.
And now it just comes right out all of the sides.
Yeah.
So there's your germs coming around the place. So that's supposed to protect you. The surgical mask is supposed to protect others.
Okay.
It doesn't work unless everyone participates. That's the thing that people did not understand during the height of the pandemic.
Well, that's it was definitely a tough enforcement during the pandemic because a place like LA, I mean, you got so many different cultures, so many different worldviews. It's like, it's hard to get everybody in sync, but I'm sure in a place like China where everybody's, pretty much the same, like, thinking wise and, culture wise, they're probably able to get on board a little bit easier with that versus like in a place, because America, we're a bunch of individuals. That's how it was founded, but other places are more collectivist. But then again, that's how China got rid of that shit a lot quicker than we did. So, I do got to ask. Obviously, you got a lot of knowledge about the medical stuff. Do you have your laptop with you?
No.
Well, duh, but is it in your car? Okay. So, obviously, I know. You're obviously a very smart dude. Shit. I did not graduate from USC, as you can probably tell. But what in the heck prompts someone like you to save child to your laptop?
I didn't keep it there, but I do have the app on signals on there. So
on the laptop, okay.
So I could just open up a thread, and there they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it on your phone and laptop, pretty much?
Yeah. Sarah, it's if you can link however many devices you want to.
Sure.
Account signal.
Okay. So what do you think? Oh God, I guess. I'm just going to ask this because it's obviously it happens a lot because I think curiosity and OCD is a killer combo when it comes to some of this stuff, especially with the opening notifications thing. Like I used to be that way too, but man, at some point I just get so many notifications where I'm like, at this point. But how often, like how many times a week do you think you watch child?
Depends if I have the energy for it. Lots of days where I just don't have the energy. I'm just gonna go to wash up, go to bed. But I wanted to get that number down. I was like that number of messages down. It was like over 1,000. Then I got to 600. Now I'm like close to 400 unread. So
well, yeah. Like say when you get home on a given day, how many unread messages are there from like Signal or something like that?
Yeah, it gets to like 100 a day, pretty much.
Damn.
We're close to 100. So if I were to actually sit down and work on it every night, I could get it down to 0. I could, and not necessarily every single message is like media. It could
right.
Saying, share some videos, share some pictures, Yeah, that's in Espanol too. So there's a lot of that,
Well, I guess the good thing to come out of some of these groups is you've probably expanded your vocabulary into other languages. mean, it's like Rosetta Stone for pretty much. No, I hate to say that, but so when you've traded, have you sent mega links or just videos and pictures by themselves, or like what have you traded around?
Well, actually, I don't keep anything on Mega, but if someone were to send me something on Mega, I could send it to somebody else, and I'll forward that.
Just copy paste or something like that.
Paste, yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm really good at, just copy and pasting. That's it. Pass it along.
With your bachelor's degree from USC, you also have a minor in copy and pasting.
Definitely, yeah.
Nice.
Pasting is like how you get through like projects and stuff like that. As long as you,
As long as you change some words, I'm not going to tell.
Yeah, and then give a good citation. I don't know, like.
Oh yeah, no, Joe. Do you think there's anybody at USC that you went to school with that did not cheat on their test, or did not cheat, or that did not cheat on their shit, like did it completely honestly?
Oh man, like I'm sure there's some honest people out there, but I've seen fraternities, right? They have they keep a room where they hold on to midterms and tests.
Oh yeah.
Professor, you know what I mean? So you can study. I mean, it might not be the exact version that they give you,
right?
But you all already have studied their questions and answers for that, and then you just run the numbers game. So you already know.
I did actually know about that. My dad went to. He's a little bit of a nerd himself. He went to Rensselaer in New York. I don't know if you know where that is. It's like a Division III school, but it's like an engineering school, and yeah, he told me that same thing too. So I realized like education doesn't always mean genius. It just means they're just suave. Is that the word, suave or conniving? I don't know.
Yeah. Donald Trump has a degree, so supposedly from an Ivy League. You know what I mean?
A Wharton or something like that. Wharton School, business school, or something like that.
Yeah, he just got up to a bachelor's level of education.
Yeah,
not like he's post grad or
right
or anything like that. But yeah, it's just like how George W. Bush did it.
Oh my God!
It's not like he got in because of his dad.
George W. Bush got in because of handshakes and who he knew.
Exactly. He didn't really come out of there smarter or anything like that. As long as the right people get what they want, he's awarded with a grade, and then a degree eventually.
So much nepotism.
Yeah, a lot of nepotism. And same thing with Donald. He got in there purely for his dad. He didn't really come out with an education.
Right.
Or else he would be different than who he is today.
No, my favorite George W. Bush quote is like, "Fool me once." I'm like, buddy, you've been fooled way more than once.
And then he says, "Fool me, you can't fool me again." Well, yeah, no, you've been.
Yeah, I think he's been fooled lots of times, or he's playing a dummy and he's fooling all of us. You never know. You never know.
Yeah, he's played us all. They just all think he's something entirely different. Yeah.
Dude, what's your opinion on Kamala Harris? Do you think she's just like a stand-in, or do you think she's like? Do you actually are you excited for her, or are you more like she's not Trump, so I just like her more?
I think she's legit. She's well educated.
Sure.
And she's definitely has the age advantage too.
Right.
She's still very sharp.
Of course.
Yeah. So really, there hasn't been this much energy for a candidate since Barack Obama.
Yeah.
So she really is giving off those vibes, Barack Obama vibes, and especially they all have their legal backgrounds,
Yeah, of course.
And they actually put themselves through school. It's crazy that the Obama.
I think somebody
they did.
How's it going? Hi. We're just having a conversation here, but you're going to delete those child apps off your phone and computer, right?
Yes.
Okay. And all those groups where they're posting like babies, infants, toddlers, you're going to get rid of all that?
No.
Okay. And you're not going to meet like a 12-year-old ever again? No. This is your last time doing that crazy shit?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're not going to say to a 12-year-old again? No. This is your last time doing this, right?
I'm not even talking to them anymore.
Okay. All right. So that's kind of just what we got going on here. But, yeah. So where's your phone?
Pocket, yeah.
So you got to delete the child that phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you mind talking to my phone?
Sure, absolutely.
What's going on?
Well, we have a group we catch on child across the country called Poachers.
Okay.
We have arrests in 46 states, convictions in 40, including here in California, but we're from Houston, Texas. As y'all heard, this guy came to meet a 12-year-old girl. Shit. He admitted to possessing and trading child not necessarily to us, but just in general. And you know, he identified that it's on his phone right there. And he's described videos. He voluntarily talked to me. I told him it was voluntary to talk to me. I guess we're in a public place, so no expectation of privacy. But I was sticking the phone in his face. I mean, he'd be an idiot to not know I was recording. And he admitted to me that he's viewed videos young as infants. Described them in detail to me, infants on up. Said that he's traded child. Said that he's viewed videos of kids and dogs. Said he was here to meet these kids for purposes. He wanted to have them, and he admitted to sending pics to them as well, which in itself is, I believe, a felony here. So
how originally, just because I'm unfamiliar, I've seen like the general contact.
Right.
Like, how did he originally get in contact with you guys?
He just hit us up on Facebook. Like it's that easy to find him. He just messaged one of our accounts, and we just continued from there. And this has been going on for a couple months.
You guys have like a account set up as like a, in this case, like a 12-year-old.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
He messaged you, reached out,
right,
started initiating conversation.
Mm-hmm. And we just basically tell him that we live in whatever area they live in or close. So he said he lived in LA, and we're like, all right, we live in Thousand Oaks.
Okay.
So
you just kind of pick a randomized place here or there, and,
yep,
and allow him to basically, I'm gonna say, like, run the conversation, but like progress it,
right?
Pick meeting places, whatever it may be, or set up a meeting time rather.
Yep. And he just wanted to meet up, and he drove an hour here to come meet. And I mean, he was very honest with me, but he's severely f***ed up. Like, he's a piece of shit. And
do you have any of the messages still from that he had sent to this person?
Oh yeah, so they're all in here.
Oh, okay. Is this like printed out stuff?
Yeah. So I'm sorry, they're not all in. That's the key point. There's over 1,000 messages of his.
How long has this been going on?
Oh, months and months and months. So here, let me get you the beginning. So this is just kind of.
And just so I know, on that is the green or like the darker color messages him, I'm assuming.
I'd have to see. Hold on. I mean, he was so honest. I didn't even need to pull these out and talk to him with it. Like, he was just
basically just admitted defeat and
pretty much. But yeah, so you can see he's on the left, we're on the right. He messages first. We say I'm 12. He says I'm 39.
Okay. So this is all, again, stuff that he initiated out.
Yes.
The messages.
Yeah. That's
July 23rd.
And that's not even like all of them. That's just, I mean, we'd have over 1,000 papers printed out if it was all of them.
And you said he like sent pictures or something?
Yes.
Is it in here somewhere?
It would be in there, but let me just pull these up for you here. And I have the person who talked to him. I have all of his info and all that type of stuff. But
we're in the center of the James Marketplace near the Mighty Oak.
So this is him to a pic of a little kid, like a tribute. Yeah, you get the idea. And in this Google Drive that you have printed out right now.
That's this here?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, it's like just endless shit like this.
Okay, so that's stuff in
Yeah,
okay.
Yep. And we have the full thing to send y'all digitally and the full video as well.
The video, if I send you a link.
Axon, yeah, we'll upload it.
Okay. Here, let me grab your info then. Oh. What's the girl laughing noise?
It's just that thing over there. Here, so I'm going to give you 2 numbers for Axon. Yeah, I'm going to give you a number and a email.
All right. Shoot. Whenever you're ready.
All right, so my email where I'm going to send the video to you on is going to be yeah.
And then you said you have the number as well?
Yes, and the phone number to send it to, that's not going to be my phone number. It's going to be the person who's actually talking to him, and that number is going to be he lives in LA. Or, I'm sorry, he lives in Marina,
I mean, sometimes people have like this, like,
Thank you, Mitch Murphy, for the 150 on Cash App. Oh, man, dude, thank you, thank you. 50 plus Mitch Murphy said it's Big care of that's what I think I can take out the trash. Kelly. Thank you for the phone. It's laughing. Yeah, definitely. I just said something cool fun on the road. You said that too. You got that hang up with two of them. The less than that, yeah. That was pretty much the whole country's asleep.
Ugh.
Do you have a card, a business card? Or?
We should have some in the car, I believe we do. Okay. What I'll do you one better. I'll give you 75% of the ad revenue for if this Rumble video brings. God damn.
Send it to the W2 number. Well, if you actually think the email address, I have one out here. Okay. You can just transfer and take a picture.
Yeah.
Are you live right now? Definitely try to get a grinder back to what I'm sorry. GP bigger. Yeah, hello?
I do have all of the screenshots in clear.
Yeah. All right, appreciate it. All right, they're resting right now. They're resting.
I know, I just kind of
Do a little outro. All right, what's up, guys? So, as you see, Charles Ha is finally getting arrested. It's 2:30 in the morning here in California, and yeah, he's in pretty big trouble. Let's put it lightly. So, yeah, if you guys want to see the full video, subscribe to us on X, or if you're watching on not on X, go to locals in the pinned comment. Really helps us out. We are 24 hours away from home in Houston, Texas, and we're out here at 2:30 in the morning getting this shit done. So join up, press the purple button, or go to the pinned comment on X. All right.
I think you might have been a little bit out of frame there, but
That's all right.
If you want to support the Predator Poachers catching the sickest both near and far, go to the pinned comment. If you're on Rumble, press the red join button to see over 30 videos early and uncensored for only $10 a month. We can't do this without your help, so join our locals.